really drew me here was the team that I saw working together. The family health team is a group of allied professionals that work around the group of doctors. When we see a need, we're able to just rise to that as a group.
The team was a big draw for me coming here. A collegial and welcoming environment full of great doctors and nurses and allied health professionals. And it certainly helps that it's in such a beautiful setting.
Why Picton? Geographic probably was the most important. An avid kiteboarder, so the Sandbanks Provincial Park is great for kiteboarding.
We have 2 children and we wanted to raise them in a different environment and not in the city. We wanted more space. I got really excited when I heard about how many things you can do here as a family doctor.
There's also a lot of opportunity here in the Prince Edward Family Health Team to kind of direct your own practice and choose your own adventure.
So I think what was neat about moving to Picton area is the change in practice, or the change of scope in practice, the ability to sort of spread the practice out, do inpatient coverage, emerge work, and clinic. Just the variety made it worthwhile. I found it a little bit more rewarding.
If you want to work a little bit less in the office and a little bit more in the hospital, or more in the ER and less on the hospital floor. If you want to take time off, there's locums available. If you're into teaching, we have the residents from Kingston coming here.
So I'm interested in supervising residents and medical students and in getting involved with teaching. So it's nice to have an affiliation with Queens in place for when I feel like I'm ready to pursue that. As well in the hospital, so I'll be providing inpatient hospitalist coverage for my own patients and my clinic group partners' patients when they're admitted to hospital. I'm also going to be doing palliative care and some hospice work. And the other job I have here is up at the COVID Assessment Center in Picton.
Especially as a new graduate coming right out of training, Prince Edward County is ideal because you're still using a lot of those skills in emergency medicine, hospitalist medicine, clinic, nursing home, everything that you have to use on a daily basis. The supports that we have through the Prince Edward Family Health Team, the amazing group of staff and nurse practitioners and all of the support programs that we have, you will never feel like you're alone or isolated, even though we are working rurally.
There's also a lot of good colleague collaboration here. I find that the older docs are willing to come into the emerge and help out whenever there's a case that's too complicated for some of the younger docs, and I think that's helpful from a younger doctor's perspective. It's a huge asset to have a family health team affiliated with you. We have nurse practitioners and nurses that do a lot of extensive work for us, and it does actually make your life quite a bit easier for them to do home palliative care, diabetic team, foot care.
I find it very easy here in Prince Edward County to achieve the kind of work-life balance that I'm striving for. It's a beautiful area to walk or drive through. There's the Millennium Trail, which is like I think 40 or 50 kilometers of biking, hiking trails. And then in the winter there's snowshoeing and cross-country skiing not too far from here.
We often find ourselves going out to enjoy the local restaurants or wineries with our friends, go to the parks. The beaches are fantastic. We are never bored here in the county, that's for sure. I'm here because it's a small community. I'm here for community. I have just felt held and supported, and I've been able to just bloom where I've been planted.
It's just a very vibrant community with new people coming in, having creative businesses, having a lot of opportunity to experience not only the tourism here and some of the wineries and the restaurants, but there's also a strong cultural component here. It's a really beautiful place to live and grow and start a family.
So I saw a patient over the summer in clinic. The next day the patient came by, I wasn't here, but she came by and dropped off a dozen eggs for me because we had chatted about farm fresh eggs and she was going home to harvest some. So that's life in the county.